Alright, so Shalom, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Waka, Kadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai Mashiach, Barakatah Yasha'Allah, Barakatah Yahweh, Kala, Shalom, Shalom, Halawayah, Halawayah. Gonna give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, who preach and teach and rule well, who are overseeing the construction of the tabernacle of David, a more perfect tabernacle. Shalom to the Akim, wa Akwaf, scattered abroad. Shalom to the sick believers. This is Yahweh by Yasha'Allah, by Yahweh, coming to you live through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, to give you an electrical blessing. And the overall point of this lesson is, just to be patient and stay patient, maintain patience, practice patience, be patient at all times. And they say that patience is a virtue. Let's get that. Because patience is a virtue, meaning the ability to wait for something without frustration is a useful skill and a good aspect of one's personality. The ability to wait for something without frustration is a useful skill and a good aspect of one's personality. It's an important tool in your spiritual toolbox. Patience, humility, faith. Those are important tools in your spiritual toolbox.
Patience.
It says the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset, and that's something that even myself, is working on. Patience, staying in the spirit, not letting carnal things and carnal aspects of the world, weigh me down and take me out of the spirit. And ultimately, we're all patiently waiting. Those that have the spiritual eyes to see and the spiritual ears to hear, we're all patiently waiting for the return of Yahushua Mashiach. We're all patiently waiting to, if the Lord wills, to be delivered. So this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. These scriptures are very evident and very clear about being patient. Things will not happen in the time that we want it to. Things will not happen in the time that we wish it will. Everything's gonna happen on through the will and power of Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, through the set measures that He has set, which are the prophecies. So once understanding that, we're working on Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai's time. Hey, let's just be patient. Let's just stay the course and work out our own salvation with fear and trembling. Because ultimately Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai is not a man that He shall lie. So believe in that. Wait for it. Be patient. Understand that every day that we live is a day closer to deliverance. And every day that we go, and every day that we live is another day that we strive for the masteries, and another day that we ultimately lay up treasures in heaven. Lay up treasures in our spiritual bank account that we can cash in on when Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai comes back. So Salakia, I'm looking for, I think it's Luke 21. Salakia, y'all. So this is Luke 21, and I guess I'll have to start at 16. Ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not an hair of your head perish. Here's one of the points. And your patience possesses ye your souls. He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved. And let's go back, because that's a beautiful scripture. Because he that endures to the end shall be saved. And what does it say? Patience is the virtue. The ability to wait for something without frustration is a useful skill and a good aspect of one's personality. The ability to wait for something without frustration. He that endures to the end, and it goes back into what the parable of the sower, where it says the cares of this world, chokes up the seed, and or the when the seed takes root, the devil comes by and snatches it up, that it doesn't take root. We got to have that patience. We have to have that endurance. We have to have that faith in Yahweh Shem Shah. It says, and your patience possesses ye your souls. Because this thing is about the long game. Can you wait it out? Will you really wait for Yahweh Shem Shah to come back to deliver you? Or will you take it upon your own hand? Will you really have the patience to stay grounded and rooted in his faith? Or will you go back into the world? Are you going to wait until Yahweh Shem Shah comes back? Or are you going to go back to being, are you going to be like it says in Proverbs, a dog returns to his vomit? So this is the point of why I went into Luke 21 right here. Luke 21 and 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and what? Lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So, hey, that's a part of having that patience is we got to understand, Yahweh Shem Shah, he gives us faith boosters on a day-to-day basis, with the chariot sightings, with certain things that go on in the news. When you see, when he says right here, and when these things begin to come to pass, when the prophecies come to pass, when we see certain things going on in the news that are spoken about in the scriptures, hey, we're supposed to lift up our heads. We're supposed to look up and lift up our heads. We're supposed to be in good spirits, because our redemption draweth nigh. The reward of our patience is coming closer and closer, day by day, brothers. Akim Akwaf, day by day, we're coming closer to our deliverance. We just have to stay the course. We just have to stay grounded. We have to stay doing the things that Yahweh Shem Shah requires of us. These things that we're doing, hey, the Most High, the Apostle Paul said, the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your labors of love. It's a part of that patience. Because Yahweh Shem Shah knows. Look how Yahweh Shah, the day of vengeance is burning in his heart. And you know what I'm saying? If Yahweh Shem Shah can't wait to come back, you know what I'm saying? But he's being patient. He's sitting on the right hand of the Father, waiting for that go ahead, waiting for that green light. We can do it too, brothers. It's no other way. The truth is set up for us to have. We have to have certain qualities, and any other person that comes up any other way is a thief and a robber. When it's all said and done, when we're all delivered, when we're all changed into them spiritual bodies, we'll be all on the same accord. We'll be all on the same accord. We will all have been through the same, not the same troubles and tribulations, but we will have all been tested and tried in that furnace of affliction. We would all be found worthy of partaking of that marriage. And part of being found worthy is that patience. That willingness to stay the course, that willingness to endure temptation and tribulation and affliction, and not, not always get so upset about it, because we understand that it's all through the will and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. And that's kind of just what I say to myself at the end of the day. Whatever's going on in my life is still the will and power of Yahweh Shem Shah, and I can't let it get to me. I gotta stay spiritual. I gotta stay grounded in the faith. I gotta cast off the weak and corruptible nature, because that's what Yahweh Shem Shah requires of me. So I have to strive for the masteries. And can't really think of any other scriptures. Shoot, is it James 1 and 3. So this is James 1 and 2. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that what? That the trying of your faith worketh patience. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
Strong's G 5281. Upamane. Upamane.
It says steadfastness, consistency, endurance. In the New Testament, the characteristic of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose and his loyalty to faith and piety by even the greatest trials and sufferings. Patient steadfastness, a patient steadfast waiting for, a patient endurance, sustaining perseverance. All these qualities that Yahweh Shem Shah requires, and ultimately at the end of this thing we will have these qualities, because like I said, the characteristics of a man who is not swerved from his deliberate purpose. Second Ezra, the second chapter, and I still saw on the Mount Zion, rough paraphrasing, those who stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. So going back to James 1 and 2, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. And if any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth it not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. But yeah, brethren, like it says, but knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, but let patience have a perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. This thing is about patience, patience, endurance, consistency, steadfastness, faith. All things that are necessary, all tools that are that all Akim need to have in their spiritual toolboxes, So this is Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. With that being said, brothers, keep the patience. Patience is important. Holla, y'all.